Choose people who choose you. Life is too short to want validation from everybody, because even Jesus himself didn't have everybody on his side. So what makes you think you being you can please everybody? It's not possible. So choose people who choose you. As a matter of fact, the way you carry yourself should repel people who are not for you and attract those who are for you. Choose people who choose you. You must learn to have the courage to leave the table when respect is no longer being served. Because anytime you still sit there while you are being disrespected, you are basically giving them the keys to manipulate your emotions. Go where you're celebrated, not tolerated, because there's a big difference. The longer you sit at that table, the more disrespect they keep serving until they make you feel it's normal to be disrespected. Have the courage to leave now. You don't have to shrink yourself to meet the expectation of others or inflate yourself to impress those who feel the need to do so. You were made in the image of God, and that truth doesn't require anybody's validation. Just like Jesus knew who he was without needing anybody to recognize it, you too can stand firm in your true identity, regardless of whether others acknowledge it. No one has the power to beat you at being you. You are the only person who can do it the way you do it. No matter how hard somebody tries, they can't be you. And that is your superpower. Never try to be somebody else, because they are already taken. The odds are already against you. So you are going to try and try and try. But your best chance at winning is being you. Doing it the way you can do it, to the best of your ability. Whenever you're around people where you can't be yourself, you are around the wrong people. Change your environment and be yourself, because you can't get bored of being yourself. When people make it evident that they don't need you in their lives, believe them. Just like strangers can become friends, friends can also become strangers. And that's okay. Because most of the times we fall in love with the potential of somebody than who they truly are. And that can hold you back. That can set you back for years if you don't finally accept who they really are. Don't force anybody back into your life just because it feels comfortable. Because change begins at the end of your comfort zone. You can't want to become a new you and hold on to friends that want the old you. Because what is sacrifice? Sacrifice is letting go of something of a lower nature in order for you to take hold of something of a higher nature. So if you are not willing to let go of these old friends that don't serve you, it's going to be very difficult for you to move to the next level, because they will always remind you of who you were, not who you are becoming. Just because you lost me as a friend doesn't mean you gain me as an enemy. I still want to see you win. I still want to see you do well, just not at my table. Respect yourself enough to walk away from anything that doesn't serve you, grows you, or make you happy. Leave the table. You only get to do this life thing once. Make it worth it. No one looks cool figuring it out from the bottom, but you keep doing it because you care more about your goals than looking cool. A lot of people don't take action because they want to look cool from the get-go. But let me tell you what, life will keep teaching you the same lesson until you finally learn it. The people you admire who look cool now didn't start looking cool, but they earned looking cool. You would look cool when you finally deserve to look cool. So start now. Sometimes you've got to give up on people, not because you don't care, but because they don't. These people will just drain your energy and make you feel like how they treat you is okay and normal, but you need to flee. Run like your life depends on it, because it does. Everybody wants you to do well, but just not better than them. The people who genuinely and continually want you to win tend to be above you, continually and genuinely. The closer people are to you when you're at the bottom or when you're at your lowest, the more they want to reach for you at the bottom. But as you surpass them, you continuously remind them of the dreams they gave up on. So in case somebody switched up on you, don't take it personal. Just know that you are continuously reminding them of who they could have been. Because back then, both of you were on the same level. Because you are over there and they are down here, they feel the need to dissociate because it becomes uncomfortable. But guess what? Don't feel guilty for your success. Shine as bright as you can. You can't let that one person stop you from becoming the best version of yourself. Go out there, become more than you've always been, and guess what? You attract more than you've always had. Learn to take advice, not others. Don't let anybody order your life. Listen to what everybody has to say, but then when it comes for time to take a decision, make sure your decision you take is the product of your own conclusion, because nobody knows your situation better than you. If it makes sense, take it. If it doesn't make sense to you, don't take it, because at the end of the day, you have to deal with the results. If it's easy, do it easy. If it's hard, do it hard, but just get it done. Because at the end of the day, nobody cares about how you got there. What people really fall in love with is that you're there. So your excuses don't matter. No matter how hard you think life is now, it actually doesn't matter. And I'm sorry to break this to you, but until you face the hard truth that your excuses doesn't matter, you can never take full responsibility of your actions. So nobody actually cares about how you struggled to get to where you got to. The only thing they care about is that you are there. If that's all that matters, guess what? Do it sad, do it happy, do it when you're hurt, do it when you don't feel like it, but just get it done. Because nobody cares about your explanation on how things didn't work out. All they know is that it didn't work out, and it only didn't work out if you give up. If you don't give up, guess what? You are not at the end of your story. Keep going until it eventually happens, or you die in the process. That's the mindset. Questions open up your mind. Statements close them. Whenever I find myself in a situation where I'm giving statements and accepting circumstances with statements, like, this is my life, this is how I do things, or it has never been good for me. Whenever I find myself accepting my current circumstance and giving myself statements, this is a mindset trick that I use to go from accepting my situation to finding solutions to the problems I currently have. I ask myself empowering questions. What can I do about what is going on now? I move from this is how my life is to how can I get out of this situation? So that's little shifts in focus can change it all for you. Ask yourself empowering questions, and that can change the way you see things. Stop letting people who contribute so little in your life take control over the way you think, the way you act, how you choose to live your life. Giving them that much power only shows how much influence they have on you. Nobody has your best interest at heart than you. Make it a point today to end any relationship that is not helping you grow. Any relationship that doesn't contribute into your life, but then just takes away from your life. Make it a point to end it today. If you don't break this pattern, you continuously fall under their influence. And I'm here to tell you, they don't have that much plan for you. When you take your eyes off what's stressing you, you'll be able to see what's blessing you. At any point in time, the fact is the fact, but then the focus we put around the fact determines what we get. There's always a positive side of the fact and a negative side of the fact. If we focus on the positive side of the fact, it gives us energy, it gives us anticipation of what's to come. If we focus on the negative side of the fact, it brings doubt, it paralyzes us from moving forward. What happens to everybody, but what we do about it is what determines our outcome. Make it a point today to always look for the blessing in the time of stress, and you will notice that what you think is happening to you is actually happening for you. The way you carry yourself should repel those who are not for you and attract those who are for you. You can't want to be in everybody's good books. If you stand for everything, you stand for nothing. Find your people just by being yourself. Wanting to look good in front of everybody make you lose yourself. Be yourself, and those who are for you will be attracted to you. Those who are not will dislike you, and that is okay. Never assign a level of difficulty to a thing before you even try, because doing that creates a ceiling for you, and you work within those parameters. But if you free your mind and open your mind to possibilities of things working for you, then the sky is not going to be your limit. It's just going to be your starting point. Sometimes you don't have to be the smartest person in the room, because you need to understand why. Most people just want to show you how smart they are, so they end up not learning. You just have to play them, because doing that makes you gather information from everybody else. So when you open your mouth to talk, you sound different from everybody else. So sometimes you just have to lean back and listen.